Hello and welcome, Jambro's community. I thought of doing a demonstration here just to show you how we interrogate a circuit. So what I'm doing at the moment, I just want to try and show you, how to find an open circuit. Okay, we are looking for an open circuit. That's what we are looking for. So there are things that you need to be aware of when you're dealing with an open circuit. I just want to, I don't show the slides, we'll show them later on. I just want to show you my drawings here. I hope you like my drawings. Please comment and tell me about these drawings. If they're atrocious, let me know. So what we have a battery here, and then we have a fuse, we have a switch, we have the load, and then we have the ground side. Okay, here is what is important. You should be able to tell where the distinction between your power side and your ground side. So your power starts here at point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stops here at 5. That's your power point. It should end here. From point 7, 8, 9, 10, coming to 11 here, we are dealing with ground, because this is the load. The load is the one that separates the two. The purpose of the load is to consume this battery voltage. Okay, it has to consume it all. So if we have 12 volts in here, we should have 0 volts this side. Okay, so if you see 4 volts on that side, which means then that something is wrong with our load. Something has gone wrong. The purpose of the load, what does that is the resistance that is in here. The resistance consumes the voltage, and then you have 0 volts this side, and then, mind you, this and that are chassis. They are ground points, they are linked. This is just one thing, even though I'm not showing any line continuing here. It's just one thing. So let me do this. I'm going to be showing PowerPoint slides, if you don't mind. Let me go to my PowerPoint, my slideshow. So from the beginning, let me show you here. Let me turn his outside light. Yep. So we are investigating open circuits. Okay, that's what we are dealing with. So let's go to the first slide. So what to look for? What are you looking for when you deal with an open circuit? How can you tell this is an open circuit? This is crucial, guys. This is important. If you can pay attention, listen to this one. This will help you fix so many problems that have got to do with open circuit. We are going to deal with open circuit. We're going to deal with resistance. We're going to deal with short circuits. So we are saying, point number 1, we're saying you will need a voltmeter to carry out this test, which we have. There is one there sitting ready, and we have selected volts. Okay, we have it sitting ready there, and we are saying, if you notice, I'm saying it is important to know that you are looking for voltage. This time when you deal with an open circuit, you are looking for where the voltage is. Where your voltage is, that's where your open is. What do I mean by where? I'll come back to the two sides of the circuit. We have got the ground side, we have got the positive side. If your voltage is on the positive side, that's where your open is. If your voltage is on the ground side, that's where your open is. This is crucial. Okay, let's go back to the slide. We'll come back to this diagram. On the slide, we are saying then, check the power side for voltage. Okay, so you check on the power side, which I'm going to demonstrate. Then I'm saying check so if you can't find any voltage on the power side, you need then to go to the voltage side and check for power on the voltage side. When I'm saying power, I hope you understand me. When I'm saying power, I'm saying check, I mean voltage. Okay, let's agree on that term. Whenever you see me saying power source, whatever, when I say power source, I mean a battery. I know I'm just using that term loosely. All right, so you are checking for power, you're checking for voltage. So if you can't find it on the positive side, definitely it lies on the negative side. It behooves you to check the negative side. Okay, so one of the sides should have the power. One of the sides should have the power, right? So I'm saying the open is on the side that has the voltage. That is a fact. Okay, it's a key point. You see, point number 2, where I'm saying it is important to know that you're looking for voltage. And now, when you find the voltage, it is important to know where that voltage is, because that's where your short is going to be. So I'm going to say, when you have done, we've gone on the ground side now, okay? If you have checked the ground side and you have found your power, and I'm saying, now investigate this circuit, all right? So I don't have many slides here. So my last slide, I'm still developing these, okay? My last slide, I'm saying where to check. Okay, I'm repeating what I said because it is important. Check across the load that is in here. Remember, we should get our battery voltage here, okay? And then I'm saying check the positive side. And I'm saying check the negative side. Okay, so those are the 3 areas that we do the test. Okay, so let's come back to our diagram here. We want to come back to our diagram. Okay, so I'm saying here, I'll demonstrate. It doesn't matter. So you select voltage, you come here on pin 0, that is on your battery, as close to the battery as possible on the terminal, and then you start to check these points. Okay, you're looking for voltage. You start to check these points on the power side. Okay, and then you go to this one, and then you go across, and then you start to check for voltage on this side, right? Here's another point that I want to emphasize. If, in this case, according to our diagram, here's our open. If you come here, there, you should get what the battery source is. If this is 12 volts, you get 12 volts. If this is 24 volts, you'll get 24 volts across the open, okay? I will demonstrate that. Okay. So here is a circuit. I have created a simple circuit. This is my battery here. That's the power side. This is the ground side. I've got 12 volts coming through here. This is my switch. These are conductors. There is my load. Okay, I can put it anyway. That's my load. So which means my power ends here. From here, it's my ground. All right, round up to here, that's the ground. It does not matter where that load is. I can put it here. Okay, it will still do the same thing. Let me see. Let me see if it's gonna work. Yeah, it will still do the same thing. All right. So if you can check now, if I close my switch, the load works perfectly fine. Okay, if I close my switch, the load works perfectly fine. And if I go across the load, I'll get my battery voltage. That's what my battery voltage is. Okay, I've got 11.6 volts there, right? So that load is doing its job, right? So let's create we want to create an open. We're going to we'll break the conductor here. The wire is broken here. Take these to be wiring, okay? This is the wiring up to the switch and to the battery. So our wire is broken. This is on the ground side, right? This is on the ground side. Why am I saying this is ground side? I'm judging by the load here. That's what determines which one is ground, which one is. So this is the negative side. Okay, not happy with the way, yep, yeah, she's sitting right. My OCD, you know, when things are not sitting right, kicks in straight away. So that's ground, and we have a problem. So if we now close the switch, the load is not working. So this could be a complaint. A customer comes and say, hey, the headlight is not working. It could be anything. The starter motor is not turning. This type of a motor is not moving. Okay, so here we have an issue. Remember we said we have to start with, you know, checking the load. And I close the switch. Maybe I just want to show you something here. If I go here, I've got battery voltage. There is battery voltage, okay? I do have battery voltage, so that is working. And now, if I go across the load and close the switch, nothing is working. You know why? When you have an open circuit, there is no current flow. Okay, where there is an open circuit, there is no current flow. So the circuit will not work where there is no current flow. So we do not, we don't have a complete circuit. Hence, we are saying there is no current flow because the circuit is disturbed. There is no complete circuit. So how do you know? I have told you for now that we have an open circuit, okay? How do you know we have an open circuit? One thing that can easily help you is when you flick the switch and you find that your load is not working. Okay, definitely, you know, this might not be high resistance or a short, which other ways it might do the same as well, but you have to start somewhere. So let's say you say, right, okay, let me investigate if this is a short or if this is an open. So now we want to start with an open. Fine. So across the load, we're getting 0. That's what we have, totally 0, which means then we have no current flow. We have confirmed there's no current flow. Okay, then we want now to investigate the two sides. Let's start with the positive. This is my positive side. Okay, so if I go, then I'll close the switch and then I'll go to that point. We have 0 volts. If I go to the next point, we have 0 volts. Okay, I go to the next point, 0 volts. I'll go to the next point, which is my last point. This is my last point on the positive side. I'm getting 0. Okay, that's all right. So what we need to do now is to investigate the negative side. Because mind you, it's a short circuit. We are looking for where the voltage is. That's where the short is. We couldn't find the voltage on the positive side, so it is not there. So when we come here, that's the ground side. Okay? When we come to the ground side, I close the switch. Remember, ground starts here. So if I go on the ground side, look what is happening now. We have, let me see, we have the power now. So, which means that look, I'll go to the next point. I want you to notice something here. We have power. We're still on the ground side. I go to the next point. We have power. I come to this point. We have power. Look what is going to happen now when I move this probe. If I come here, we now have got 0, which means then our open starts on the last point where we have power. That's where we need to start investigating from. So our open starts here. See that? It's interesting, isn't it? Technicians, this is brilliant. This is very good for you to know. This will help you fix so many issues when it comes to lorries, diggers, whatever you name it, I don't care. Okay? So we have established that our ground side is the one that has got an open. This does not take long. But you know what? Investigating these things, if you're not sure what you are looking for, can take forever. Okay, so this is how you diagnose a short. So here is something that I was saying to you. I want to show you. I told you, let's go to the paper, to the diagram. I said to you, if we go there and there, we should get battery voltage, because now we are using the meter as the conduit. Okay, the meter is going to bridge that open circuit and take it away. So if I come to that point and that point, and I go I close the switch, you see now that we have got battery voltage. You know, I don't know what it does to you, but the first day that I learned these things, it was like I won a lottery ticket, because I was like a kid in a candy store to say, I love this kind of knowledge. I mastered it. I took it and wrote it down and practiced it over and over and over and over. That's why I'm able to show it to you today. These are very important fundamentals of electronics. If you want to learn these things, just follow these simple steps. So what we want to do now, we want to fix our open. Now that we know where it is, we do the soldering. Okay, take the two wires, solder them, put them back together, and then we test our circuit. Perfect. Works fine. So now let's look at this. We want our open to be on the positive side, right? We dealt with the open on the negative side. Let's look at our open on the positive side. Let's start with the negative side. Doesn't matter where you start. Let's start with that negative side. So if we start with the negative side and we come here with 0 volts, I go next point with 0 volts. I go next, 0 volts. I'll jump some of these. I go next. You can see we have 0 volts. Maybe let me bring the meter here so that, we try and do these, close to still 0. Okay, 0. So the short is not, sorry. The open, whenever I was holding that, I should be closing my switch. Okay, I should do this with the switch closed. It's still 0 volts, guys. Okay, so now let's go to the positive side. So we go close the switch, okay, and we go there. We have no, we go here, we go next, we have 0, and then we come here. Look what we have. We are on the positive side. I will tell you what is happening. What is happening, the reason why when we get to the positive post here, we have a battery voltage, is because this ground here, remember we have got power here, this ground is traveling through, and then it comes to the load. Because there is no ground, there's no complete circuit, the load becomes just a conduit. It does not drop any current because there's no current in here. So this ground will just go through that bulb filament and to this side. So up to here, we have ground. So ground and power, what do you get? That's what you get, isn't it? Whenever you have a ground and you have a power, that you get battery voltage. That's what you get. So this load has just become part of the ground. That's why we have power. If I move here because there is nothing, look, if I come here, we don't have power. But if I come here, because the ground has traveled through the bulb, let me show you. I want you to watch there. Yes, watch that when I remove the load. Okay, let me do this. I'm removing the load. Look what I've done. I've taken the load out, and that's what you have. But if I put the load back, look what it will do. Becomes a conduit, and then we have got battery voltage. Ladies and gentlemen, you might say, but Mr. Jamroz, you're just doing this on the board. I don't see a vehicle circuit here. These demonstrations, I'm assimilating what you see on a car. All you need is your wiring diagram to be able to know where you go for these different points, to check. You look, you may not be able to go there and there, but you should be able to come right straight there. And you should be able to come as well on the negative side there. So the short, because we are on the positive here, the short is found on the positive side. So if we fix our positive side and close, then the load will work. Is that not a perfect way of diagnosing problems? I feel so good when I'm talking about these things, because I know what they can do to a technician when you're working on a problem. These are the things that can set you apart from another technician, because when you have this kind of knowledge, you know straight away that, you know what, this is how I check an open. So you go for an open, you go and check it quickly, check on the positive side, check on the ground side, bang, there is my open. And then you confirm straight to the boss, you know what, there's an open on the ground side. How did you know within just a few minutes? These are the skills, guys. I know people say, oh, electronics takes long. Yeah, it does sometimes. But when we equip ourselves with this kind of knowledge, we will never go wrong. This is another video. This is another tutorial from Jamlo's Electronic Solutions. I hope all of you will be happy to go through this kind of training. Send me your questions. Send me your questions. Let's help each other until you want to be practicing these things. Practice makes perfect. That statement is true in everything. It's true in automotive industry as well. You want to be practicing these skills, and you find yourself being good and becoming, so skilled that you will be able to fix issues so quick. I will be coming up with another video to demonstrate a high resistance and another one to demonstrate a short to ground or short to power. But for today, this is my message: how to find an open circuit. There is an open circuit, and now you know what to do. It's these 2 points that are important. If you're on the ground side, you make sure one of your probes is here, and then you interrogate this side. If you're on the positive side, there, and then you interrogate this side, you will find which side, and then it's easy. Now you're not going to open the whole loom. Imagine our open is here, then we open the whole loom from here, only to find that the problem is here. You know what? We should have just started here up to here. It saves time rather than all this. We just come to where the problem is and get it sorted. Thank you very much for your time. Remember, if you have enjoyed these videos genuinely, please remember to give us likes and comments as well. The algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, looks for comments and it looks for likes. Please, I persuade, because sometimes you'll find that, so many people, 200 and something, 300, 500 people watched a video, and then you only find, 5 likes or 20 likes or 30 likes. And I'm thinking, I know the guys have forgotten just to, press the like button, because you'll be enjoying yourself. You end up forgetting to press the like button. Let me remind you in this video. And the other thing as well, click that notification bell so that you don't miss a video from us. Some people are saying, oh, I am not receiving videos. You have subscribed, but you did not click the notification bell. Click that wee bell. Once you click on it, there will be no video from us that you won't be able to see. Immediately as we post it, they'll notify you and say, hey, Jamro's Electronic Solutions is posted another video. Thank you very much, Jamro's community. We are doing fine. We are seeing your support, and may you continue. Could you please pass the link to other people and your friends, your mates at work, your colleagues, and whoever you want to pass it to. I hope they will appreciate you as well. We are just trying our best. Thank you very much.